Hello, mobsters. This is the boss of bosses, and I'm coming to you today to talk about how to make a family. The first step to making a family is going to your profile page and then having 3 respect. 3 respect is you get respect by a player giving it to you, and we'll cover that momentarily. So the first step here is getting in, starting the process of making a gang. So we want to click this to make the gang. We put in what the name is that we want it to be called. And now we have created the gang. We are now in Test C. So if we go to Test C, we are the only member in this gang. A gang can have anywhere from 1 up to 6 members. Once you have 6 members, you then can complete the process of making a family. You can also dismantle the gang at any time if you decide you do not want to be in a gang any longer. And anyone that is in the gang and yourself will be dropped back to the streets. To do any kind of recruiting, whether it's in a gang or in a family, you can only recruit from the streets. So no members are already affiliated with another gang or family. They have to be from the streets. So we'll go through and invite the mobsters that we need to be able to make the family. So go through real quick and get these done. Now, if you are brand new to the game, I do not recommend creating a family. It's always best when you first join a game is to learn how it's played. And the best way to do that is being in a family with other people who know how to play. They can teach you how to play. You can learn strategies. You can learn tips that they use to be successful. And that's important. So when you set up a family, you're not setting yourself up to be that much further behind than everyone else because the education that you have in the game is much less. So we'll go through and now we need to accept the invites. This is what it's going to look like to have an invite. This is one of the test accounts we just sent an invite to. Would you like to join the Test C gang? Yes, I would. So you click this and now you can see we are now in the Test C gang. So we'll go through and I will go and accept each one of these invites and get the gang created. You'll want to make sure that you try and invite people that are going to be good members to your gang. So it's best to, communicate with the people before you just send out invites. Get to know if they're interested in playing, how often they play, do they meet what you are looking for in a family. And it's important that they also learn from you what you expect from them so they don't join a family that is not going to be fun for them. You want to make sure that everyone is having fun and it's a good time for both parties. Otherwise, they're just going to end up leaving and you're not going to want that. Let's see. Just going through and accepting all the invites so we can get going here. You can always reach out to other dons, other leaders, and ask them what they think about creating another family. Asking for advice. Some people might be willing to help out in that regard. So let's see where we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're almost there. One more member, and we're good to go. And there it is. All right. So now we've got our 6 members. And as you can see, when I refresh the page, we've got some new options that we can choose from. You can pick what color you want. And these are the current colors at this time. More are going to be added. You pick out what turf you want, what city and what type. So we'll quickly go over that. So here's the breakdown. There are 15 cities, not including Ellis Island, and each one has 5 different districts. And each district, the businesses in that district produce those types of items. So this is guns, gives you money, this gives you drugs, explosives, and vehicle. So those businesses will produce whatever their district they are in. So you want to pick whatever you want to focus on, what you want to make the most of. So then let's go back to the family. And then the only options as of right now are Mafia. There's some other types of criminal organizations that might be making it into the game. And then you just click register family when you're all set. So let's just we'll pick maroon. We'll go to, let's see, we'll do Boston Guns. Mafia is the only option right now. And then we will register the family. So now we should be in a full-fledged family. So here's our family. As a Don, you have different options that you can set up here. Our family invite is not set open yet, but you got family admin, which is setting your tree, which is what we need to do right now. So we're going to go through and set the tree with the members. So you've got your Don, your underboss, your capo, lieutenant soldiers, and your consig. So you want to go through each one of these positions. Your UB and consig, these two spots down here, require 3 respect to be able to get placed in the position. This position is the capo. It requires 2 respect. Lieutenant requires 1 respect, and soldier doesn't require any. So let's go ahead and just get people placed into position here. Now it looks like we've got one person that doesn't quite have the respect to be able to be a consig. So to be a consig, you need 3 respect. So we'll click on this account. We'll be able to scroll through and see how much respect they have. They have 3 respect. Send respect. And I believe they also then need 3 clout or 2 clout. So let's go to making a family. This is all this information is covered in the player's guide. Yeah, and 2 clout. So that's why we couldn't set that person, because they didn't have any clout. They just had the 3 respect minimum. So then you've got your family set. The next thing, other things that you can look at in the family admin pages is you can set a new family name. You can set a tax value. Now what this means is every time a family member does a job and they make money, a percentage, whatever you set here, will then be sent automatically to your bank account as the Don of this family. You can change your color. Here you can change your family invite status, so you can change if you are open to be able to invite or not. Big job requirement. So there's a job that is called the big job. That's over here. We got 2: hijack truck and whack the rat. And here's my chance of success for this account: 30 and 15%. You set this up and then you invite family members to do the job. But it requires items that can be hard to obtain or costly to obtain. So it's good practice when you're first getting started to set that requirement. So maybe 50% is the requirement that you want. So someone has to have 50% chance of success to be able to set up a big job. So that way you're not just having people set up jobs that are just going to lose your family inventory. So we don't want that. You can sell your district if you don't like whatever ones you have. You can sell them back, and then you can select another one. So if we go back to family, here you got family earnings, which no one's earned anything yet, but it'll give you their name, total cash that they've made, and the last time that they've earned anything for you. So it's good to set a tax, even if it's only 1%, if you're against having people send up the money to you. You at least set it to 1, and then you'll see who's earning you the most money, at least, and then you'll know who's participating in helping out the family the most. Warehouse log will show what items have been taken out or put into your family warehouse. Make sure no one's taking in excessive amounts and discarding them or wasting your inventory. A Don board, that's just for the Dons. It's a message board just for the Dons. You can set up a meeting, and here you can invite your family members and they can join, or you can set up a meeting with other family member, or not other, with other families to have a sit down, maybe go over some issues that are happening. You can then go through, you got some family reports here, your attacks, who's got attacks left, who's got big jobs, who's waiting on invites. The consigliere is their abilities is checking on how good they would be at making keeping members out of jail per city. Items, this is to tell you who has what items on hand. Your lieutenant, tell you who's passed the lieutenant job today and who's giving it out. So we'll go just attacks real quick just to run this quick report. So I'll give you all your family members and it'll tell you how many of their attacks that they have left for today. So when it's a daily objective of, say, beating, extorting, or robbery, you will want to make sure that they do, at least at the bare minimum, use all 5 of their attempts for that day. So if it's a beating family daily objective, then you'll want to make sure everyone uses their 5 of beat attempts. So then this will tell you who hasn't and how many they've done. And so you can message them and be like, hey, we really need you to do that. Today it's activity. So activity is doing your small job. So being in a family is working together. Now that you've got this family, the goal is to get everyone working together and helping the family grow and earn yourselves points, Omerta points for each individual, and then family points to be able to spend on family perk upgrades. So this activity, the limit of what you need to do is based on your size of your family that are participating in the event. You can go to your profile page and you can go and update your settings to say you want to opt out. Like maybe you're not very active or you don't really like the aspect of attacking other people. So you opt out and then it doesn't count against your family for the limit of what they need to reach to get the bonuses. As long as you at least have 6 people participating. If you've got 6 people, like in this case, so we got 6 people and but 2 of them choose to opt out, the family's still going to limit for doing the objectives is still going to be 6. So it doesn't really help. You got to have more people participating at a minimum of 6. And there's 3 tiers. You got level 1, level 2, level 3, and you get more Omerta points and family points for each tier that you achieve. And you have 24 hours to try and achieve these limits, and once the new day starts, you get a new objective and you start over on working towards your daily objective. So that's a basic rundown of how to create a family and the basic structure of a family. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you enjoy the game. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.